Hello. Hello, hello. Gosh, it feels like it's been forever since I've done a Facebook Live on the Well Fit and Fed page. We have been busy on the 3-day reset 4x4 online program, doing lots of webinars and teaching over there. And so that's taken up some of my time. But guess what? We just graduated today. We just finished the second program. Next one starts in October. But what's hilarious is hi, Jennifer. I went to do, Jennifer, you'll appreciate this. I went to get started with this live, and I leaned in and I saw there's literally a stripe right across my forehead, and Jennifer can tell you why. It's because I was wearing this awesome graduation cap for, thank you, for the graduation of the crew that just finished the 4x4 online. And so as soon as I took that off, I had total stripe. So bear with me while I teach you the GRAPE squisher tonight. So I'm starting a Junk You Should Know series, and that is basically exercises, stretches, food stuff that just everybody should be doing, everybody should know. And the first one that we're going to talk about is called the GRAPE squisher. And as I went through practice, I've been in practice 21 years now. I'm Dr. Heather Deniston, by the way, with Well Fit and Fed, in case you're watching this not from the page. But as I went through practice, each year, I got more and more consolidated on teaching less specific exercises and more what I call lifer sizes, because there are so many things, stretches, postural work, things that we should be doing just to keep our bodies functioning, healthy, and flexible, that it was such an important part for me to focus on. So I ended up spending a lot of time on that, and I developed some exercises that I really think are super, super helpful, and we're going to talk about one of them today. We're going to talk about the GRAPE squisher. What is a GRAPE squisher? The whole intent of a GRAPE squisher came from the fact that all of us are out here, right? Our heads are way too far forward. In fact, I had a client who I was working with this morning who really anterior weight bearing, it's called, where that head is just off the shoulders, and our ears are supposed to be right over our shoulders there, and for most of us they're not. Hi Audrey, good to see you. And so it's a problem, and people don't realize what a problem it is. You have to think about the fact that your brainstem is right there, the base of your brain is right there, and you are stretching and straining that by having that head too far forward over your shoulders. It causes all sorts of long-term issues. Think about the fact that every 10 degrees that you're forward increases the weight on your neck and shoulders by at least 10 pounds. And so it is a big problem all around. And most of us do it because we stare at a computer screen or we're staring at our phones. And so GRAPE squishers are just a daily exercise. Everyone should be trying to practice them regularly. And the best place to do them is either in the car, at a desk chair where you have, those big desk chairs. If any of you have those, this is a great exercise to do in one of those. A lot of us don't. So the third way you can do it is against the wall, and it works really, really well against the wall. And it's a simple exercise. I'm going to talk you through it first, and then you guys can practice it while I go through it a second time, okay? And so the intent is we're going to tuck our chin. We're going to pull our ears back over our shoulders, and I'll show you from the side in just a minute. And we're going to bring that head back over the shoulders. Once we get there and we are either pushed up against a wall, a headrest of a car, or the back of your chair, you're going to put a little pressure there for a count of 10. The exercise is called a GRAPE squisher because the amount of pressure you put against that headrest, car headrest, desk rest, or the wall is the amount to squish a grape. So it's not a lot of pressure, it's just a little bit. But here's where people go wrong with this exercise. They, instead of tucking their chin and bringing it back that way, they tilt their head back and push that way. The way to remember how to do it correctly is envision that you have a big grapefruit, you stick it under your chin and you hold it there, okay? Don't let that grapefruit drop. So if you lift your chin up at all, that grapefruit is going to drop and you're going to be doing the exercise incorrectly. So when we do this, we tuck that imaginary grapefruit under our chin, we translate back over our shoulders, putting pressure on whatever is behind us to the extent that we could squish a grape, and we hold for counts of 10. Now, when you're on a long drive, these are fantastic because don't you find that your head just starts getting further and further forward when you're driving? And I know a couple of you watching have long commutes, not mentioning any names, and this is a great one to do in the car when you are on your way to or from work. And it also just reminds your neck and shoulders where they should be in regard to alignment to each other. Now, if you do this one against the wall, get your feet out a little bit, kind of get in a bit of a squat position, and tuck your chin and pull back that way, putting some pressure against the wall. And it works really, really well. I have to show you guys this. There is this, do you see him? That is a little German Shepherd that is out here twice a day. His owner throws him this red, in fact, it's hilarious because his owner throws him 2 red Frisbees because he doesn't bring the first one back. So she throws one, he starts back, won't drop it. She throws the other one, he drops the first one and goes running for it. It's hilarious. Don't you love dogs? They're so funny. I thought you'd enjoy that little canine break. Grape squishers, tuck chin, hold for counts of 10, repeat at least 10 times. Do this a couple times a day and you will start to feel like, instead of like this with our chin jutted out, we're going to be standing up straighter, chin tucked, ears back over shoulders, and that's going to be a good investment for us long term too. How many times do you see an older man or an older woman hunched over, head way forward? That accelerates the aging process for so many physiologic reasons, because it puts a strain on the brainstem, it can affect cognitive function, there's all sorts of postural and spinal movement things that create aging prematurely. So make sure you work on this one. And if you have any questions, put your comments below. And those were the Grape Squishers, and this is Junk You Should Know.